Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect Tabernacle of David, the sincere Akim and Akwath out there diligently laboring in this truth, keeping the faith of our Lord Yahweh Shai, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever you may be across the four winds of the earth. So, it's the brother Azariah back. Just want to touch on this, bring this out real quick, because this here, this whole election, as brothers have been going into, man, this thing is a big setup, and really what's going to become of all this is that the NWO is going to be ushered in, and right now the way it's looking like the elites want to put Kamala in there to usher in these draconian, unrighteous decrees. As it is written in Isaiah 10:1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness, which they have prescribed or have written before. All right, so Kamala, and I went into it the other day, that they want her to be the face of the fall of Babylon the Great. All right, they want a so-called black face to be the reason why America is going down. See, and ultimately when they put these certain decrees in place, and we'll get into it, but these Edomites really, nobody wants this. Nobody's going for this, man. But they're gonna push it through the Democratic Party, through Kamala, and as we always go into it, this is the order out of chaos scenario that these devils want to bring so that they can once again bring in their NWO, their new order. So this article here from Zero Hedge says, in her own words, Kamala Harris's radical vision for America. It says, while the left is trying its hardest to recast Kamala Harris as a moderate Democrat, quietly scrubbing her public record over the past 5 years, her actual positions have always been radical. For starters, she's on record wanting to abolish ICE, which she compared to the KKK. And if I'm not mistaken, I think ICE is like the organization that deals with the deportation of like illegals or immigrants, something like that. Letting criminals like the Boston Marathon bomber and rapist vote, ban fracking and offshore drilling, defund the police. Check that out, right? So she want to defund the police, and this is being touted as radical, you see? And they're already making moves to defund the police. Really, they already have defunded the law enforcement. And the more that this society grows into chaos and you start to see police on the streets less and less, you already know what's going to come of that. Crime is going to increase. People are going to feel more emboldened to commit certain acts because they're going to know it ain't no consequence. You see? So this is what she's a proponent of. Defunding the police. Provide U.S. taxpayer subsidized health care to illegals. See that? So also, she wants the U.S. Taxpayer, right? The average citizen, she wants your tax dollars by law now to go to the illegal immigrants, which they're already doing it, like in New York and Chicago, LA, they setting them illegals up real nice. They got cars, they got houses now, they get money on the card every single month, so they living good off the U.S. taxpayer money. All right, but she wants to put this into law because I think right now is based on if you're a sanctuary city, the migrants can get those benefits if they're in a sanctuary city or if they apply for it through the government. But when she gets in there, she wants to make this a law to say yes, they must be allowed to get health care. Meanwhile, the average American citizen don't even have health care, can't afford it. But the migrants can come in and they get it off the rip, right? And ban private health insurance. Also, she wants your health insurance to go through the state. She doesn't want you to have any private, health care. All right. So we see that the move is to make everything centralized, and this goes into the NWO. There is going to be no private ownership. All right. You're not going to own your car. You're not going to own your home. Like Klaus said, you will own nothing and you will be happy. This is what this is all about, right? Meanwhile, during the 2020 Democratic primary debate, Harris said that if elected president, she would ban by executive order. Check this out. She would ban by executive order the importation of assault weapons. So there you go. She also wants to ban the importation of assault weapons, right? So your military grade equipment, AK-47s, stuff that niggas got in the hood and sell it sell it on the street. She wants to ban the importation of these weapons, ultimately because they want America to be a police state. All right. They want America to be set up like the UK and Australia, to where you're not going to have no guns. And ultimately, this is a precedent for them to drop an executive order for them to come and take your guns. All right. And they're going to justify doing this by staging more Black Swan events. All right. By staging more terror attacks across America. So they can come in and say, hey, well, this place is too dangerous. We need to implement digital IDs. We need to take away the guns. We need to do this and do that. We need to put people in detention centers so that we can have everything under control. These are the wiles of the devil that are being performed. So, in these times, you have to be very vigilant and see what these devils got going on. All right. Yeah, so that's another thing. She also said she would reinstate deferred action for childhood arrivals status and DACA protection for illegal immigrants and in other Trump-era immigration policies. So the things on paper that she's doing would seem to be beneficial things for America, right? Which some of them can be beneficial. She said what ban fracking, and offshore drilling, which that's good for the earth, but really the damage has already been done. But everything else that they're trying to do as far as social policies, that's going to get the people stirred up, and as it says in Job, in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits, and pretty much every hand of the wicked shall come upon them. When you go into that word wicked in that verse, it goes into the laborer or the common citizen. You see, so these Babylonians, man, they've just about had enough. They're at their breaking point. And if Kamala gets in there and Trump don't win, that's going to be the straw that break the camel back. And they're going to turn up like you never seen. Okay? But yeah, these are just some of the things that she want to do. And, we already know if she gets in there, which is looking like that's what's going to happen, all she's going to do is exacerbate the worsening situation that's already going on in Babylon. All right, she's just going to make things worse. And on top of that, she's a woman of color, so that's even worse. All right, so now we can get some precepts. They didn't make this long at all. Revelation 13 and verse 10. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Yeah, so ultimately, all these devils, man, these Edomites first and foremost, their elites and the other nations, those that led us captive and had us in captivity, they're going to go into captivity. This is what the saints are patiently waiting for, right? In verse 11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. All right, those in we know that the beast is referring to this new revised Roman Empire, which the head of it today is America, also known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures, right? And this beast had two horns, right? Like a lamb, it spake as a dragon. Those two horns represent the Democratic and Republican parties, and spake as a dragon, man. Like these people, And both these parties are speaking harsh words, all right, towards the people. You know, they're talking about they don't want you to own firearms. They don't want you to own a home. They want to increase the taxes. They're taking your jobs away. All right. They're telling you that farms need to be shut down because it's hurting the environment. This is these devils speaking as a dragon. All right, with these draconian decrees, unrighteous decrees, man. Verse 12, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed. And the first beast whose deadly wound was healed was the Western Roman Empire. Okay, and Western Rome came back to pretty much subdue the rest of the known world during the age of colonization. Okay, brothers have done lessons on that. We go into the history, but these are the times that we're in. Okay, these devils are speaking as a dragon, man, and they're not hiding themselves no more. See, now they're making it known what they really want to do. And ultimately, Esau, he's purposely tanking his own system, which on paper, it wouldn't make sense for a leader to destroy their own setup. But see, Esau has an agenda, but at the same time, his wisdom is still failing him. All right, because the Most High, the Most High is causing these, demons in the left-hand spirits to flee from Esau now. All right, so back in the day, Esau was consulting with the spiritual, the left hand, spirits and getting some heavy revelations. But now everything's drying up because this man is at his end. All right, the Most High is taking away this man's, left hand, revelations, man. So now he's pretty much stuck. Now he just got to come down with his sword, which ultimately that's what he's getting ready to do. First and foremost, he want to come for you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and and whoever gets, pretty much whoever else gets caught up in trying to go for you Jakes is going to be collateral damage, right? But this is Esau losing his wisdom. Obadiah 1 in verse 8, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and understanding out of the mount of Esau? Yeah. So the Most High, he's taking the understanding and the wisdom away from Esau, man. Like, we can see that this man is sloppy. Like, he ain't got it no more. A guy on YouTube, I forget his handle, but he just brought out the other day that he snuck into the Bohemian Grove. You know what I'm saying? He actually snuck into the Bohemian Grove and got some clear video footage of these devils about to, doing a ritual. All right. And it was way better than what Alex Jones got years ago. This thing was in 4K. But apparently Bohemian Grove was supposed to be like a top secret, like some, Area 51 type of setup. So the fact that Esau is even letting people get that close to his, occult lair, if you will, shows that this man is getting sloppy. Shows that the Most High want this man to be exposed. And that's the day and age we living in, the age of exposure. And thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. And that's ultimately what's coming for these devils, starting with their elites. The elites of Edom, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, all right, they're going to be the first fruits of slavery in the kingdom, all right, because when this nuclear destruction take place, they're going to be preserved in the bunkers, all right. Then when Yahweh Shah come back and the elect is set up, the elect is going to go dig them devils out them bunkers and throw their ass in chains, all right, and they're going to be the first fruits, man, in the kingdom. So that's what's coming for these devils, and this is really what they're trying to escape. All of what they're doing is to, really escape judgment. Get the birthright, and pretty much overcome and be like the Most High. This is what all of this is really about, man. This is spiritual war. Deuteronomy chapter 33 and 29 will close out here. It says, "Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency, and thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee. And what's happening right now? The enemies of the Israelites are being found out to be liars. All right. Everywhere you look, the truth is coming out. All right. You even have other Edomites that are exposing their own people, that are exposing the elites of their own people, man. Because why? There's a division in the house of Esau. You have the rich against the poor. All right. You have the elites against the common citizen. You see, you even have lower level Edomites that are against other lower level Edomites. So Esau is all messed up. And the scriptures say that a kingdom divided cannot stand. If Satan cast out Satan, then roughly paraphrasing, then his kingdom will fall. So, these are the times that we're in, to where Esau, he's just all over the place. All right. But the Most High is making these devils, is finding these devils out as liars. And he's exposing it really on the world stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are realizing now that Esau is pretty much overrated, right? That witchcraft and enchantment that this devil had working over the people for hundreds of years, it ain't working no more. People are questioning this man now. All right. People are going into his history. People are calling him out for the atrocities that he's done. And Esau really ain't got nothing to say, because now the cat is out the bag. Because for years, the information was always there, but he hid it and he suppressed it. But now that the internet is pretty much taking over the whole world, people can do their own research now. See, now Esau, he doesn't control the output of information. He doesn't control the narrative no more. And this is the problem. All right. See, when Esau controlled the narrative and he controlled what you could know and what you couldn't know, then he had you in a trick bag. See, but now that pretty much everything is open through the means of the unicorn, which is the internet, now this devil getting exposed left and right. He can't hide himself no more. And that, going back to Obadiah, that's part of the Lord making Esau bare, uncovering all his hidden things, making this devil a spectacle to the whole world, and what's being found out is that he's the wicked. You know what I'm saying? That he's the wicked of the earth. And then you can just look at the works, you know what I'm saying? Like, just look at the laws and decrees that this man is putting out. I mean, everything is just completely base, completely wicked. All right. And these people that they set before you, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, Trump, all these people are devils, man. But, they wear a suit and tie, so they seem like they're, cleaned up and they have supposed to have a clean cut image, right? But behind the scenes, they doing all kind of wicked shit, man. But this is who they want to rule over you. So we're just going to continue to watch this, political madness, this dog and pony show, that's taking place in Babylon the Great. But the end of it all is really that this place is done, man. Like, this place ain't got that much longer to go. But going into 2025, things will get significantly worse. But right now, the stage is being set for that Project 2025 scenario to come to full fruition. This is why you're seeing these devils make moves. All right. And around that election time, November 5th, that's when things is really going to kick off going into the new year. And Lord willing, man, Lord willing, 2025 be the year. You know what I'm saying? But hey, things ain't looking good. Things is not looking good, man. So I'm going to go ahead and close out here. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying through the Rakah Kadash, called Halal Yahweh Bashim Shah Bashim Rakah Kadash. Till next time, Lord willing, shalom to the elect, Kol Sha'ala, and a Bible ball. Shalom.